Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the People Out There podcast. How you going? So, before I introduce my guest, I just want to let you know what's going on. So, this is going to be a podcast where I get on a different guest every week or every episode and talk about their experiences and their beliefs, stories, and whatever. And yeah, hopefully, we can find some interesting people. And I think we've, got a pretty interesting person to start. So I want to welcome Perri, the first guest on the podcast. How are you going? What's going on?
Pretty hot.
Yeah, it is
really
very hot today.
Very hot today.
Yeah,
so
I got the aircon on, so hopefully you can try and stay cool. But
yeah.
So today's episode is it's gonna be a little bit deep. So obviously everyone will find out what Perri's story is, but I guess you want to tell us your story and how you grew up and all that.
Yep. Do I start?
Yeah. Yeah, no, just go for it.
All right. Well, I grew up. I came out of my mum. I don't know how to start it. I was an only child, so
yeah.
I wish I was still an only child. So I always tell mum, like, you've made a mistake, but
yeah, So you got step siblings.
Yeah, so they're okay. But no, for the first 5 years, living it up.
Yeah.
Living living life on the edge.
just you and your parents.
Yeah, just getting everything I wanted, Dad wasn't in the picture, but oh well.
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect me that much, I guess. Daddy issues and all that. But no, then my annoying sister came, and then then my mum's partner, and that was a bit hectic.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of troubles with him, and then my brother, and he was okay for a few years, and then Lenny came along.
Yeah.
Lenny's
my favourite.
Literally Toby's biggest fan. It's horrible. But yeah, now we're just dealing with life, I guess. I don't know how to really...
So, if you want to dive into why I've got you on, obviously you know why.
So I'm here because I'm awesome, which is why Toby's brought me here,
reason,
but no, I'm here because I have mental health issues.
Yeah.
And they've basically ruined my life. They did for a bit, but yeah, I'm getting over it now, and day by day getting better. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just here to talk about how it all happened and how I sort of,
try to get better.
Yeah, sort of in the moments, and like my bad days and good days, and where I am now. So
when did you first realise that maybe something is happening and something is a little bit wrong?
Well, I guess I sort of always knew. My mum was very protective and wouldn't really let me do things that made her uncomfortable. So her being uncomfortable made me uncomfortable. Yeah. And that sort of started my anxiety and all that. Yeah. So then every time I would do a sporting event, I remember always thinking of an excuse
to get out of it.
And when I would do cross country, we'd have to drive so many places, and the whole trip I'd be in the back crying, saying, I'm not running, I'm not doing it. Yeah. And I would try to make myself throw up. So pull over, I'm throwing up, I can't go. I can't run anymore if I'm sick, obviously. But then I'd get out and Mum would be like, just run. Just do it. Just do it. For it. If you don't do it, I'm not giving you this. Because after a run, I'd always be like, all right, I want to get Macca's after a run. I want to get a baked potato, or, that's sort of how I got through it with food. Yeah. So
that's a good way. That's a lot of people's way.
Yeah, but that's sort of how I started with all that. Yeah. So being too nervous to run, or I'd be thinking if I did this and I failed, I'd be I'd feel like an absolute waste. So, but yeah, and then I guess definitely the biggest
the main part
was the start of year 9.
Yeah, because obviously, if everyone doesn't know, we went to school together.
Yeah.
In high school, and that was definitely when I noticed that something was wrong with you. Yeah, it was definitely year 9.
Because year 7 and 8 we had designated classes. We all stayed. We all stayed together, so I felt like being in the same class with people, I felt more comfortable because I know them.
Yeah.
You know, and being with them for 2 years, you sort of get a bond with everyone.
Yeah.
In a way.
No, exactly.
And we definitely had our own little friendship group and all
yeah,
that.
we did.
So
we did.
very much just always hanging out with the squad.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God.
but no, year 9 was very hard because I got put into a class. Like, I'm not smart or anything. I'm shit at math. Like, I will admit I'm so bad at math. But I got put into a class with a bunch of people that I knew some of them, but I hadn't spoken to them or anything. So I was like, I'm not going to school. Like, I'd rather die than be in their class and all that. And then, like, thankfully my mum, she's very like, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
She will go up and she will like be very...
to the school, you're saying?
Yeah,
like, yeah.
She was very like, what's the word? Like when you're like, intimidating.
Yeah.
She would just go up and be like, this is happening now.
Yeah.
So I got changed into a good class with 2 of my friends, or 3, because I had Ebony, Tate, and Chloe.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, like 3 of my friends, this is my class, like I can just hang out with
I'll
them.
be fine
They're
now,
like
yeah.
my support system, sort of. And then it just every day just got worse and worse.
Kept getting worse,
Yeah, because like we'd have to like start focusing on our future. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. If we didn't,
Yeah,
it was very scary.
God, like my future's going to be shit. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I still don't know what I'm planning on doing. I want to obviously do fun things, but but work-wise, I'm like, oh shit.
I don't know what to do. Yeah.
But yeah, like year 9 was definitely like very like in your face.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. So that's definitely where it got to shit.
Yeah. Is that where how did you react to that? Like, did you go, was the first, did you go to your parents or did you reach out to someone? Or?
I was laying in my bed and I was like crying. I was like literally bawling my eyes out saying like, I'm not doing this. I'm actually just going to, I'd rather die than
do anything else.
Class.
Yeah.
I'd rather just not do anything. And my mum, she was very, very scared and upset and all that. So she went to Headspace without me even knowing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she just like, I need help. Like, I don't know what to do. My daughter's suicidal. My daughter's upset. I just need help. And so after that, I just went to Headspace and just said like, because I did have an argument with mum, like, I'm not going there. I'm not going to that place.
As you would.
I don't need help.
As you would when you're that young as well, yeah.
So, but no, I went there and it just, they just sort of said, well, it's life,
Yeah.
You've got to just handle it in a way. But at the same time, they were like...
Yeah. So that's not really the best advice,
yeah,
is it?
but in a way, like, that's sort of what they were saying.
What you actually have to do, but not a very good way to put it.
So I'm saying, like, you can do all these things to sort of help you get through it, but you have to... you're going to have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But these are ways you can get through it.
Yeah, okay.
So, yes, that's when I first got help, in year 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously that was 2015. So it's been 4 or 5 years since then. How far do you think you've come now? Do you think that, especially to start with, like places like Headspace, do you think they actually did help, or was it more?
Well, they
yourself?
helped because, they helped, but not to where I needed it.
Yeah.
Because I had other issues as well.
Yeah, so Headspace are more of like a...
Just, they're just someone to talk to, which is good. But
they do really good work.
Yeah, but they also, like, helped me get to other places to, like, talk to professionals, basically. But, that was helpful they did that. Yeah. Yeah, because I would still be in a shit place. But from where I am now, from being in such a bad place, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, like I can go out and do things like, like caught a plane by myself.
Oh yeah, you did too, didn't you?
Like,
so,
like 2 years ago, there'd been no chance I'd catch a plane
exactly.
by myself. And go,
I was surprised when you told me it wasn't that long ago.
Someone
but
that I don't even know,
yes.
never met in person.
Hope he's listening.
Catching a plane. He won't. But yeah, like just that, like I wasn't even nervous that day. I was more excited.
Yeah, excited,
and then now I'm just like, I'm not getting on a plane.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Because these are tiny planes and they're scary.
Yeah, especially where you're flying. But
yeah, like just from where I am now to back then, God, if only I could go back and say it gets better.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was going to say next. Do you feel like there's, because you've had it for such a long time and in a bad time as well when you're growing up, do you feel like there's anything you missed out on, like in life? Or
so much, honestly.
Because obviously people say that like the last years of school are like the best times of your life, and didn't get to experience all that.
Yeah, no, I definitely missed all of that.
Yeah.
Like, because when I left school, I lost so many friends.
Yeah.
But I only had, like, I messaged a few people to tell them, like, what's actually
going
happening.
on, yeah.
And because I was rowing as well at the same time, I was like, these people kind of need to know because they're my crew. Yeah. And I train with them. So I just told, like, my closest friends, and because at that age, I felt like not many people knew what it was.
What was going on, yeah.
Yeah, like how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it was just, I missed so much.
Yeah.
Because graduation, mark-up day, all that fun things.
You did get to miss out on exams, though. You didn't have to exist.
Thank you. So grateful. But no, like I missed out on so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like camps. I never went on any school camps because I was too scared to go. Yeah, and like just it was more the friends for me, because like friends are a lot. Because at the moment I've only got such a small group of friends.
Yeah.
And like, you want to know who your real friends are, and to go through such a shitty situation, that sort of brings out who the real friends are. So I guess.
So yeah, like you experiencing it like through high school. You said before that like people didn't really know how to react. I feel like even like now, do you think that like more people are getting mental illness, and like why do you think there's a rise?
Well,
obviously,
I feel like people like to self-diagnose.
Yes. Okay, that was going to be another question I have as well.
Because I do it sometimes. I go on Google and be like, oh my god, I have this.
I have whatever.
So, but I feel like a lot of people do that now.
Yeah.
And back in the day, it used to be like so many people would post like, oh my god, I'm in such a bad place.
Depressed, and all that stuff.
Don't even talk to me. Like,
they
would do that for like attention.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, they've sort of made mental illness such a beautiful thing in a way.
Like they're some people they put it out on social media or whatever to brag that they have it.
Exactly.
So they can obviously get attention or whatever.
They use it in artworks, in modelling or videos.
Yeah, modelling as well,
It's just ridiculous. Like, it's just such a... I mean, it's good that everyone knows about it. Everyone has, like, their own thoughts about it, and it's out there.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's not... It's such a bad thing.
Yeah.
To deal with.
Yeah, so I think, like, things like... I don't know, social media as well, obviously, is a big influencer in the rise of mental illness, because you're always stressing about... I mean, probably not, a lot of people probably don't, like, stress about likes or whatever, but it's more people seeing other people's lives and thinking, oh, I want that, and I want that, but I don't have it. And I feel like that's probably even gone further, even in the last 5 years, which has been insane.
Yeah.
Well, not,
like
but
having to see people live such lavish lives, and then you're just at home and you're just like, I could be living that.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you're just like, oh, I don't have this, and this, and I don't have the perfect body, or, like, that's a big thing as well. Like,
that's
body image.
Obviously more for girls as well.
Yeah, well, for guys too, I feel.
Yeah.
It's a thing for
it is in
guys
both,
as well.
Like, another thing I had written down here is, why do you think, I haven't got the stats with me, but like suicide rates are higher in men, which I actually found surprising. Yeah. But why do you think? Do you have any opinion on that?
I mean, I think it's because people expect so much from them. Like, not sounding like, old and things, but people expect men to be the providers of the families and, like, just provide everything, basically. And they need to be able to do such a good job at it that they get the best of the best. Yeah. And that's what I think, because men, well, like, everyone's the same. Yeah. So, I know what you mean, pressure is pressure, and people handle it differently. Different ways, It's, especially with, sort of recently, like, Danny Frawley passing away, which is close to Ballarat as well. Like, I don't know if you watched a bunch of footy shows or whatever that he was on, but he was always just so happy and cheerful, and he brought up a room no matter what room he was in. But then he goes out and does something like that. And obviously that's a big part in men as well, is the fact that they don't go out and see people. And so I think men don't like to be seen as weak.
Obviously.
And like being upset or anything. Like they won't go out on television and say, look, I've got this. And this is what's happening. They actually just hide it, and they just would rather be that funny person or that bloke over there who's making the room laugh. Or
yeah, exactly. It's like I've if you've watched the other podcast I've been on, I mentioned it as well. It took me a long time to reach out, even to my parents. It took me a couple of years. Like mine's nowhere near as bad as yours.
Yeah. No, I remember like helping you sort of try and help you talk to your parents. Because I was like, you need to let them know.
Yeah. Obviously what you've been through helped me, but it's just, I don't know if it was because I'm a male and it was harder for me, or just who I am. I like to be very individual as well, so that probably doesn't help. But yeah, it's staggering to see how much more male.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. This probably isn't the best quote ever, but are they more brave to commit suicide as well? Like, do they have more guts to actually do it?
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
Did you?
Read people, like, I've heard people say, like, oh, do they think they're tough?
Yeah.
Doing that. Like,
well, obviously they're not, but...
They're not. They're dealing with such a big thing. They'd rather be dead than have to live.
Yeah.
You know, like...
It's saying something. Like, you hear... Obviously people, like, say it in a joking way, but, I'd rather kill myself and do this or whatever, but, like, to actually do something like kill yourself is... You have to be in a really bad space to be able to do that. To think about it,
like, after watching, I know, like, 13 Reasons Why.
That was bad.
Was very confronting. And to think that you're in that much pain, that you would rather put yourself in more pain because you think that
that'll
will
be
help
better.
You get, you know, that would ease everything.
It's, obviously the way, obviously that's fictional, but the way she does it, which people probably do.
People do that. And, like, hanging themselves and...
Like, that's... It's hard
crazy.
To picture.
Yeah, like just to think, like, even if someone you love, so like they can do that, and you think, like, like I don't understand how they can do it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah, they're in a tough place, but to actually bring yourself to do
actually
that,
doing it,
yeah, like you can, you know, say you're gonna do it or have little scares, like
or even attempt to and pull
like
out.
Having an attempt and then going to a hospital and then, you know, if you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna attempt and just take some stuff and then I just go straight to the hospital, they'll fix me. You know, like, I feel like some people use it as a thing to get attention. Yeah. But then some people, they're just, like, in such a bad place. They're like, I really need to, like, I'd rather just not be
here at all, which is, I just find that so hard to believe.
Crazy.
Luckily, no one close to us has, you know,
but I've seen on Facebook last night, because I love Facebook. But on one of the pages, the Melbourne Gal Pals or whatever, this girl had posted that she had done an attempt, and the doctors were saying, like, oh, well, you obviously didn't do a good job of killing yourself. Like, you're such a waste. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, like, the doctors saying that, and, like, them saying to her face, like, oh, you obviously didn't do a good job. Like,
that's...
Some people are so heartless. Like, everyone's got a story, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, for someone as professional as them to say something like that is...
But she thankfully went to another hospital.
Yeah, and he's still here with us as well, hopefully.
Yeah.
When was there ever a point, as of maybe late, where you sort of felt like... Was there a certain point where you felt like you've overcome it, or you've overcome something to do with it, like that you feel happy and you actually feel free?
It's gonna sound really, really stupid.
Nothing sounds stupid.
But when I met this boy, I sound so dumb.
No, go for it.
He's very confident and very
he's very happy. He's very that I've seen him.
But no, like, he's very, like, he's grown up in a household where if they want something, they need to work for it. Yeah, and which is so good. Get it done. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up like, I just get it. If I wanted something, I just get it. If I had a party and I wanted a new outfit, new dress, new clothes, you know. But to sort of see how he's grown up and how strict and you know, it's sort of just like, oh, you know, like, it's just it's nice. But because he's so confident, I guess his confidence rubs off onto me.
Yeah, no, that's like, it's something that I've realised in the past even year, because I haven't been at school, it's so good to have people around you that not just motivate you, but are just happy.
Yeah, and they don't care.
Yeah. If you have people around you that just are still, like, living in, I don't know, high school days, or they're just stressed about everything, they're just not good to have around you.
Yeah, because
that's
they're
what
always
I found.
worried. They're like, oh my God, I've got this on and I don't know if I'm going to get it. But when you have people that are saying, like, such positive things, it just makes you feel better. Yeah. Because to get on a plane by myself is a big thing.
For you,
Yeah. Because I'm petrified of planes.
The flying. Yeah. Let alone
and
being,
anxiety by myself.
Yeah.
And going somewhere I've never been before, don't know anyone there, you know.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
That's another thing as well. I didn't think about that.
And then just, it's so weird, but he's just sort of brought out, like, a better side of me.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Because I'm doing more things. Like, I'm studying to do child protection now. Like, last year, I'd be in bed, you know.
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing, just chilling, like, you know. And that was his big thing. He always told me that if he was going to move here, because I did say, if you move here, I'll do this.
Yeah.
And I have kept some promises, but some of them I'm just, like, not mentally ready to do. Like, get a job. I'm not ready to actually be put into, like, that
environment.
Yeah, like that place where there's so many people. And because it still gets confronting sometimes.
Yeah, definitely would.
Yeah, but no, like he said, if I live down here, you have to be doing something. So I'm studying now.
Good,
and like I'm now more domesticated.
Yeah.
I cook, I clean.
Yeah, you're probably more domesticated than me. I'm terrible.
Last year I could not cook. I still can't cook popcorn in the microwave though. That's
now.
Yeah, now.
Don't you just put it in a bag and?
Yeah. Every time it burns, and I do it. I read the instructions. I've YouTubed it. I've Googled it. I've had other people do it for me. But when I try, no.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I must do something wrong. But
so you can cook
Yeah, but no, like
2-course dinner or whatever, but you can't cook popcorn.
Yeah, it's crazy. But no, he's definitely made me more happier, confident. Like I'm doing so much more. Than what I was doing in the past 2 years. Like I was in a bad place. Yeah. When I left school, that was the worst. Yeah. Because I had like not the principal, but like sort of one of the main people say, oh, if Perri wants to continue to row, she has to be at school.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Obviously, we don't want to, say anything too bad, but I feel like some places, like schools especially for kids,
oh God,
the parents, the teachers have to be all over mental health, especially now. If they don't know how to react to it and don't know how to handle it, deal with it, that's a big factor. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know why, if that's the reason you left school. Obviously, there's another thing, but teachers can have such a big influence on how they. School
is the most stressful place.
Yeah, definitely for a child. Yeah.
That, like school now is like what it would be in a psych ward many years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So like that's how stressed everyone is from school because they just expect so
bad.
Much.
Yeah.
Like you have one class, you have this exam to do, or you have an assignment due, or it's too much right now.
Yeah. Especially like so it's like you're saying before, like how different people handle obviously school and assignments and SACs or whatever. I like that as well. Like people, the good students obviously can handle stuff well. Yeah.
They're so intelligent. I give them praises. Like, good job.
You have to be mentally strong to do what.
Oh yeah. To come out and just be like, I did that. Or like to even come out and be like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. Obviously, we know some people that didn't care about school.
Yes, we know a few.
But yeah, obviously they know what they want to do. They don't need school or whatever. Yeah. But you could especially like you were saying before, the principals or teachers that had an impact on your life. They are like a second set of parents to the kids at school, and they need to. All day. Yeah, exactly.
And that's like you see your parents in the morning, and when you come home, and on weekends. Yeah. But you see these people
5 days a week. You see these people.
Exactly, and their opinion matters in a way.
Yeah.
Because they're the teachers.
Yeah, and how they deal with you can highly affect the way that you grow up.
Yeah, like the PE teachers loved them.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously for us because we're sporty, but
but just because they make it fun,
Yeah.
And they make, like, you know, you got this, go and do this.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, exercise makes you happier.
Oh, yeah.
And all that.
That's such a big thing as well.
Yeah, but I feel like math teachers...
Yeah,
because I hate math.
Yeah, exactly.
They were like the devil to me. But just being like, what's the question?
Yeah, what's the answer to this question?
Yeah, like, and you don't even know, and they just pinpoint you, and they try to humiliate you.
Yeah,
and that's the worst thing.
Obviously, then people counter that to saying that. Oh
my God, Toby!
Oh God,
there's a microphone there.
People counter to that saying that, like, oh, you should just know the answer or whatever. But obviously for people like you, it was just so hard. That's that little thing of a teacher saying, oh, you have to answer this question from the class. It just has such a different effect on so many different people.
Yeah.
This is a bit of another touchy question, but so like teachers are like a second set of parents. Did you feel like, obviously you grew up without a father most of the time. Do you feel like that had a little bit of an effect on you, or
sort of?
Yeah.
I feel, because I didn't know who my dad was.
Yeah.
And I found out when I was 18.
Yeah.
And I was very pissed off when I found out.
As you would be.
I was told my whole life that my dad was from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And I even have pictures with him. So my
when you were
mum
younger,
had actually... No, God.
What?
No, what? Did you say me in Ethiopia?
No. Didn't you say you had pictures with him?
Yeah. I thought you said I went to Ethiopia. I was
like,
no. But no, I do have pictures with him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was my dad.
Yeah.
But I always had his phone number, and I always gave him calls, and I couldn't understand him fully, so I just go, yeah. And then I just didn't. I'm just like, I know who my dad is. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, my mum told me he went back to Ethiopia to build houses for his sisters.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever.
That's right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like my mum having other boyfriends, like, you know, my siblings' dads.
Yeah.
They were not the best.
Yeah,
not the best.
Yeah.
I never got along with them at all.
So you don't really see them often or anything?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
God, no. They're assholes. But
hopefully they're not listening.
But no, we've had situations where we've been stalked by one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, climbed over our fence and...
Whoa.
Yeah, listened to our conversation and would post the conversations on Facebook.
What?
Yeah, it's very...
That's terrible.
I know. So I guess growing up in that situation was very hard.
Yeah.
But then finding out who my dad was, I'd known this person my whole life.
Yeah.
So, you know, after thinking, oh yeah, that's just my mum's friend with a dog.
Yeah.
You know, his dog is like such a beautiful dog, like a pit bull, and you know, you think pit bulls are so dangerous, but this dog is like so...
You're talking about Romeo, yeah? No?
No.
Are you talking about another dog?
Another dog.
Oh, okay.
My dad's dog.
Yeah.
But no, like, you know, thinking that this is just one of mum's friends.
Yeah. Oh, is that what... So when he first showed up?
But I would, every time it was Christmas or my birthday, I'd get presents and cards. I was thinking, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing.
No, that's all right.
I was like, what is going on? Like, they've wrote grandma and grandpa. And then I started to, like, click. I was like, oh my God. They think he's my dad.
Yeah.
Because he even said, like, to my siblings, he's like, I'm your father. To my siblings. And then...
Which is not. No, that's
God,
not right.
no.
You're the only child. With him. Yeah.
But yeah, like, finding out it was just, like, near my birthday. And I had this big 18th birthday party going on. And I was stressed out about that because I didn't know many people there. And, you know.
Yeah.
Wish it could have been different.
Yeah.
So I was already stressed out about that. And then finding out that this person who lives around the corner is my dad. I was like...
Did he live around the corner?
Yeah.
I did not even know that.
He lived around the corner and he would walk over to our house and be like, all right, I'm going to order some pizza and we'll have dinner. And he'd just come around for visits all the time. And I was like...
And you only found out when you were 18?
And they sat me down in the bedroom and they're like, all right, just so you know, he's actually your dad. And I was like...
Thanks for that.
Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like... This is like a little bit too late. Like,
I would have like ran away or something.
I was so mad, but it was good because my nan and I we'd vent.
Yeah.
So, but no, I was very mad about that, and you know, I don't really have a good bond with him. by my choice. He messages me every day. I'm just like, oh, you know, like I want to talk to him, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really want to know you on that. I just still think of you as mum's friend. Yeah, like I don't, like sometimes he's like love from your dad. Okay. But yeah, like I'm just like, oh, like, you know, I don't really want to call you dad or anything. Yeah. But yeah, like it's just so hard. And to think my siblings have to go through it as well. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm like, Mum, come on, like you've done so
you've got 3 siblings.
Yeah, so I've got 3 siblings. 2 of them have the same dad and then the other one doesn't.
Do they know their
Yes, so well? The 2, the middle ones, they know their dad. They've met him before because he came down like 2 years ago, I think it was. Yeah. To meet them again. Yeah. But the youngest dad, he's just... Yeah. Nah, we don't like him.
Pain in the ass,
yeah. But no, it's good because my nan, she sort of grew up in the same position, sort of, like not knowing who her dad was. And it's good to have someone to talk to about it. Yeah. But definitely. His whole family's trying to like become best friends with me. I'm just like, I don't know you guys. Like, can you just, you know, respect that I don't want to be a part of it.
And they've been absent in your life for like the most important part
my
of
family's
you growing
my family
up. And yeah, I'll stick with that. Yeah. So obviously you've gone through so much shit.
Oh yeah.
Like even us too. We've obviously grown up very differently. We're probably very shaped differently. Yeah. Like, do you feel like what you've been through shaped like who you are today? Obviously, it has a little bit, but
sort of. I feel like it has a little bit.
Because I reckon you could probably deal with a lot more shit than I could. Because I haven't gone through as much as you have.
I don't
Definitely,
know.
But
behind the scenes, I'm like, I'm gonna beat them up. Like, that person over there, I hate that person. Watch me go over there and say something to their face. And then when I see them, I'm like, oh hi. Because my mum is very the person I go to for when I have troubles.
Yeah. And she's a very strong person as well.
Oh, God, yeah. I've had many issues with people.
Yeah.
And I've been too shy to say something. And, like, if, like, one of my old best friends, we had troubles all the time. Yeah. And my mum would get involved. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. She's trying, at least she's trying to defend you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, I
need to fight your own battles. Yeah.
I'm becoming an adult now, Mum. Come on. But no, I've definitely made some mistakes and my mum has helped me through them. Yeah. But like my mum just accepts people. Yeah. So if I've got like with my friends, my mum's your friend.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she's a lot of people's friend.
Every time I'd have house parties, my mum be sitting in the kitchen and cooking food for everyone.
Talking
and they'd literally vent to my mum. Yeah. And I'd be like, you're here for me. Yeah. You're here to have a party
not everyone else's
with
mum.
me.
You're my mum.
I was just like, come on. But no, my mum would literally let people in the family. And, you know, some people I wish she didn't. But can't take it back now. Yeah. But yeah.
So she's probably shaped you as well, like who you are. Obviously, you're not like spitting image of each other, like as in personality-wise, but...
Well, I reckon she'd like to say it different.
That you were.
We went to a supermarket once, and they're like, would you and your sister like to try some
Wow,
bullshit?
Really?
And I walked off so quick, I was like, I am not her sister. That is my mum.
Oh, my God.
So I was very mad at her. And she brings it up all the time. She's like, we look so alike. I'm like, you wish.
You wish you was as young as me.
Yeah. But no, she's doing good. She's only 40.
Yeah.
Which is not bad.
No. She's still got a whole life ahead of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably just obviously we're probably heading towards the end. Is there anything you wish you could say to yourself now from 2015, if you could go back in time, what would be the one thing that you could say to yourself?
I think would be just to go into that class, make new friends. Yeah. Because you never know, like, obviously I'd still have my old friends and I still see them at recess and lunch. Yeah. And, you know, we have other classes as well. Yeah. But just to go in there, like, I knew some people and I wish I had have done it, but, you know, not to stress so much. Yeah. That's like the biggest thing. Not to stress or be so like
anxious
and be like so like scared. Feel so small because you know,
that's a good way of putting it.
That's what happens. You just when you're scared, you sort of, you know, turn yourself into this little Hermit crab.
Going to your shower, yeah.
Yeah.
And like even back then, obviously you didn't know as many people in the class. A lot of people in the class could have been going through the same thing, and you would have never known.
Yeah, but when I left school, I would say stay at school.
Stay at school, yeah.
Because
leaving school probably made you worse, or
in a way, because I felt like I'm being forgotten.
Yeah,
you know, all that
you're
sort
alone
of
and all
stuff.
that.
But yeah, I would just say just stay, stick it out. You know.
Yeah.
School.
To finish off, what would you say to anyone listening now, or anyone out there who is going through something and is either young or old or whatever?
Well, I'd say talking to people is definitely the best thing to do. But even just like be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're going through the worst thing, and some people don't even think that you're going through it.
Yeah.
And you're, every day is different, and you could be one day that bad where you literally locked yourself in your room, and then the next day you're not as bad. So, be proud of yourself for going through such a big thing. Just take day by day, and if it gets really bad, go somewhere.
Obviously see someone and just reach out. Family
needs to know.
Yeah.
I feel like family so definitely need to know, and you can't keep it a secret.
Yeah.
You can't keep it hidden for so long.
Obviously, that's what leads to the worst outcome.
Yeah, but no, definitely go places.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good ending message to finish off with. So, thank you everyone for listening to the first episode of the People Out There podcast. If you're listening on Apple or iTunes, not the same thing, but Spotify, whatever, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Subscribe on there as well. But thanks for coming on, Perri. It was a very good talk.
Look, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
First ever guest.
Get me out of the house. It's nice. It's fresh air.
Fresh inside.
True. But yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you tune in next time, and peace.